Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a modern Oasis build, which is actually a shell challenge. My name is Yana, and if you're new, welcome and welcome back to those who already follow my channel. So we are actually doing a tiny shell challenge by LuceWithLove's, who started her amazing YouTube channel only like a month ago, and she's blown up. Like, she has gotten so many followers in such a short time, and it's totally deserved. She seems like such a sweet person, and her videos are so much fun to watch, and she's also a great builder. And I will link all her social medias in the description box below, and also her YouTube channel. So if you don't know her, you should, and go check her out for sure. So this is her first challenge, and it was so much fun, and I struggled more than I thought. So let me just say one thing. If I seem kind of out of place or something, it's because I just finished my entrance exam for the school that I want to get into, and literally it's been less than 10 minutes since I finished it, so I'm kind of in another world right now, but I really wanted to make this video and voiceover before I do anything else. So we have this tiny shell challenge where there was actually this part of the shell outside on the exterior, and when I started I didn't even think to look inside the shell. So I just kind of got this idea when I saw the picture for this challenge. I got this idea that I really wanted to go with, and so I just went into this and started building without looking inside at first. And when I go in the interior, I actually ran into problems because there were these tiny wall pieces that you cannot delete. So when you're doing a shell challenge, usually the rules go that you can't change or touch the exterior walls that already exist, and also in this case the interior walls. So you have to work with what you got, and that's the thing why I love shell challenges so much, because I'm such a planner. Usually when I build, I usually have some sort of a plan before I go in, and for this I got the idea. But when you go into a shell, you have the opportunity to actually, you know, kind of get out of your comfort zone and build something different that you could never have thought of in your like regular build style. And that's what happened with this one. So as you will see, because I didn't look inside, so I didn't know about the small tiny walls, I had a lot of difficulties placing the stairs. It's because I really didn't want to change the exterior. I knew where I wanted the door to go, so I was set on figuring out where to put the stairs. I cut most of it out, but here you can see the final result. And the Sims, while playtesting, they can walk under the stairs this way, because this is the second highest wall height in the downstairs of this house. The Sims can walk without a problem, but you have to have BP move objects on. That's what I always have myself. I don't know if they can walk under the stairs if that is not on. So you will just open the cheat bar menu in the above the screen, the corner above in the screen, and you will just type bb.move objects, and that should take care of the problem if you have any. So here I'm starting out with the kitchen. This is a very strange layout, and it's only for one sim. I only have a single bed here, and as I said, I had a little bit trouble with this one, so I just kind of enjoyed the challenge that all these like walls gave me. So it was if Luce watches this, thank you. This was a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to show you this one. I had so much fun. At any point I didn't feel like I was, you know, sometimes I get kind of bored or struggle with the build if it takes too long. But this was just so much fun. It's part of the shell challenge thing when you just kind of have to work with what you get. And it's so much fun to see all of their builds, the ones who participate in the challenge, because they turn out usually so different, and it's just fun to see how people can make such different builds from the same shell. And Luz will actually be touring all these houses in her video later when the challenge ends. And this will end, I think it was like 14th or 16th, something next month, in the middle of next month this will end, so you have plenty of time to participate in this challenge yourself if you would like, which I recommend. And also, because it comes in the half part of next month, you will actually be able to use the eco lifestyle pack if you will do this after that and you get the pack, which I wish I could have done, because those ladders would have come so helpful in this build. But I was just really set on finishing this. I was so excited for this one, so I just wanted to do this. Maybe I try for fun later to make another build of this using the ladders after I get the eco lifestyle pack. But for now, this is what it is. And what I call this is micro, no, not micro, because this is not a micro home. This is a tier 1 tiny home, so it's the biggest of the tiers. So you do get some benefits from living here. And here I'm doing this kind of a trick, because I do like to use those kind of etchings things when I build houses on the top of the, the highest, or the top floor. So because I wanted to keep the tiles to a minimum, to what I could, I kind of just etched, made an edge on the ceiling and deleted the rest, so I could actually use that thing. Well, that's very clear what I mean. Well, some of these words in like architectural, word things just are not, I don't even know what that is in Finnish, to be honest. I have no idea. So maybe I should actually read when I go into the catalog what I'm actually pressing, because yeah, that would make this way more easier for me to explain to you what I mean and for you to understand what I'm actually talking about. But yeah, this house has quite a large pool. I really love how this backyard area turned out. I did build this on a smaller lot than it originally was, which I don't think is against the rules, because I did not touch the walls. And it just, I think this place has a lot of like outdoors areas that are quite fun. Also the balcony on the right now, I will add some more sofas there and some hanging lights and stuff, so it looks quite comfortable actually. And we are building this in Oasis Springs, and this is one of the lots with the green area, on the left down corner of the map. And I think it's, or the right, okay. Yeah, I've cut the video somehow very weirdly, so I can't actually see the name at the moment, so that doesn't work out. But yes, I think this is 20 by 30 lots in Oasis Springs. And here I'm messing with the pool. I wanted to actually make a bigger pool before, but I was really set on giving all these like kind of cozy areas on the exterior, because the house, even though it's the biggest of the tiny house tiers, it actually doesn't have that much space, because I was doing all these kind of like architectural tricks that needed the tiles to do them. So it's not a big space in the interior. And this kind of like this separate room on the exterior, I was kind of planning on making an office there, but because I could fit a table with a laptop on the interior, I decided to make this like a small gardening room with like a flower arranging table and some potted plants, and I thought that was kind of fun. So if you want to be like an entrepreneur, like making flower arrangements and stuff, you can do that in here in the interior, inside the room. And I also added this like sort of beams from the one room to the actual house, connecting the two. And I also extended one of the roof pieces to actually meet together with the bigger house's roof. So it's kind of, I thought that was just so much fun. I don't think I've ever done anything like that, but I think it kind of worked out. I'm really proud of it, to be honest. So I hope you like it too. And here this was kind of a jumpy video as well, you know, because it's a shell, so I kind of didn't plan everything like I normally do, so I was just kind of jumping around here and there when I knew what I could actually do somewhere. So I hope it's not too jumpy for you. And I know this sitting area here right by the pool isn't necessarily the safest or the most practical in real life, because you can actually knock the table down onto the water or something, but I just thought it looked good, and I didn't want to add a fence because in The Sims it doesn't matter, they can't do it in The Sims, so it's okay. Here I add some more planter boxes so you actually have a space to grow your flowers. And I do like this kind of this gardening, this landscaping is kind of a mix of, you know, kind of, you know, a wild and slash of manicured garden. I think it's in somewhere in the middle, and I do think it works for this house as well. I even added a tree, and I used some other trees, those more cold, or not cold, but those kind of needle trees, needle tree thingies, trees, to kind of, you know, give some contrast and different heights to the yard. And I do add a lot of potted plants here and there as well. So I do think this looks quite lived in, and I am quite happy with how I used all this space. And I do add also like a 6-person dining table here on the yard, which of course allows your Sims to have other Sims over and have parties and stuff, which is nice as well, because in the interior I only changed one of the counters to be like a par counter where your Sim can actually eat in the interior by themselves. Here I'm adding some grill and also a trash can, something you always need in The Sims. But did you watch the Sims live stream yesterday? I didn't watch it live, I watched it afterwards, and I'm so excited. What about you? Let me know what were your favorite parts of the stream. What are you most excited for from the new pack? If you are, and that's okay too. I of course am excited for the ladders. I'm very excited for the polluting system and that it works like across the game. I always love when they bring in something that actually changes gameplay throughout the whole world or the universe in The Sims 4. I just think that is so important, and that's the reason why most expansions are my favorite packs, because they do that. Well, Island Living I don't think changed the whole universe that much, not that I can think of, but this is exactly what I like, and I'm super excited about this. And also the world looks quite pretty, but I do have to say I'm a little bit disappointed that there weren't more of these tiny lots. I do wish we had gotten them, because I really love, for example, in Newcrest, when you get to build a whole neighborhood yourself. This, I think, if I'm remembering right, these were kind of more scattered around, but we get apartments. That is amazing. Okay, that might be just my favorite thing. Okay, I'm not sure. I have many favorite parts about this new pack, but I have to say I'm super excited to be getting 2 new apartment buildings, with I think both of them might have 2 apartments in each, and that's just amazing. I really am excited, and I have to start saving money from somewhere or somehow to be able to get that back, because it's just so exciting. I'm really feeling quite nice right now, because all this stress that I had for 3 to 4 weeks about this test and studying all the time, and then still trying to do YouTube in the meanwhile was kind of stressful. So I'm really enjoying my newfound freedom for now. Okay, if I did well, I will actually have another part of the test, which will be like oral, and you will have to explain some words via video camera or video call. But I will worry about that later. I will just chill today, and this weekend I will just take it easy until we get any new information. But you know, very relieving for a while to just be and, you know, do house stuff and that sort of thing. Even the weather is becoming quite nice and warm again. I hope it doesn't get cold again like it did last time. But yeah, I've been just rambling on about everything else but the build. So here you see they have a full bathroom, no bathtub or a bath shower combo, but I don't think it's necessary because they don't even have a room for a toddler here. You of course could have a pet, but I wouldn't have a dog here because they will eventually get dirty, and then you will need a bathtub to clean them, which is not possible here. But maybe a cat if you like. I didn't add any pet items here, but you of course can if you decide to download this build. And if you do decide to download this build, what I always forget to say is that my gallery ID is the same name as I use here in YouTube, which is YanaLaayis. And you can also search this or all my other builds by searching hashtag YanaLaayis. So here we are actually doing the balcony place, which it has got to be one of my favorite places in this house, and I really enjoy when you're working with a tiny house. I really do think it's very practical to take as much use as you can from all these like outdoor spaces to make them kind of extensions of the interior, which especially in the warmer weathers like Oasis Springs, where it doesn't get so cold, you can actually do that without a problem. Of course, I do think Oasis Springs gets some storms and stuff at some point of the year, but you know, it's better than to be in a what world gets cold? Well, Windenburg probably is cold many times of the year. Yeah, okay. Now I'm just talking and I'm not even sure about what. But yes, we are actually soon coming to the screenshots. I will add some landscape painting, and I do think I add the lights. I don't think I got them out. I cut a few things out, so I forgot to add some of the clutter behind the sofa, where I added this kind of a shelving thing or something where you can actually put your books and stuff. So I did forget to add those, so I will do that off camera. But other than that, this place is almost finished. Here you can see the small room, and I add some paintings and stuff because I sometimes forget stuff while I'm building, so I have to go back in later and do that afterwards. But that should be about it. So if you did enjoy this, I hope you will subscribe to my channel and leave a like and also comment. Always open to suggestions, and I always love to hear what you think. Now would be a great time to share what you think of the new upcoming pack. I'd really like to know your opinion, and I just want to thank you for watching so much. It means a lot to me. And again, remember to go check out LuceWithLove. So she is LuceWithLove on YouTube and also in the Twitterverse and her gallery name is LuceWithLove13. So you can find this shell and or all her other builds in the gallery by searching LuceWithLove13 as an EA ID. And yeah, check her out. She's awesome. Yes, I like her, you know, growing channel already tells you. So after now we are done with the build, I have some screenshots for you to watch, and see you next time. Bye!